So I'm going to go through the basic anatomy, not super detailed anatomy, but at least names of muscles, what attaches where, and what functions they do for each of the stretches of this series. I'm going to try and make it useful and not overwhelming, but I do think that knowing how your body is constructed can really help you to use it better. Like, we started the stretch series with the hip external rotator, which basically looks like that, right? So let's talk about your hip and your hip socket. So it's your femur, which is your thigh bone, connecting to the acetabulum, which is the cup shape in your pelvis. I won't get super deep into how your pelvis is shaped and constructed, but you can think of it as sort of two bowls like this. And there's a cup shape, so your femur comes up like that, actually at an angle out to here, and then has a post with a ball on the end that goes into the cup. So that is your hip socket. And we like to think of our hip sockets as up here where we feel our, what we call hip bone, but this is actually the top of your pelvis. Your hip socket's much further down right in there, and that's actually where all of this, the fulcrum of the angle, happens, much deeper and lower than you want it to be in your brain. So it's important to know that, for one. So this again comes up at an angle and then slides in and comes in at an angle into the socket. If we cross-section around all the different muscles that affect the position of the ball in the socket, there's actually 18, right? So we hear sometimes in fitness or wellness about like, oh, my hip flexor hurts, my hip flexor. Well, the truth is there's 12 to 13, depending on your anatomy and your genetics, different muscles that actually flex the hip. So I like to get pretty precise about things. And so my question is always like, well, which hip flexor are you actually talking about? So I'm not going to go through all of them other than to tell you that there's 18, and that by the time we go through all the different stretches that I've taught in this sequence, we will actually cover all 18, because the series, there's at least 5 stretches that cover almost, if not all of them, most of the 18 muscles. But think about the fact that in order to do something that creates basically 360 degrees of motion, you need a muscle for each sector along that pathway that can pull and create the difference between that, right? And that. So the hip very much has that functionality of 360 degrees, and you have a whole series of muscles around there that control the position of the bone and the ball in the socket and give you all that functionality.